Hello, beautifuls of feed. It's me, Benji. I'm going to be doing a reading today. So we do focus on self-development here on the channel. So we're just going to see what just comes out and let's go with the flow. Intention behind it is the highest good for all that resonate. And obviously if you don't resonate, it's not for you, because I just do general readings as well. I hope everyone's having a great day. Also, if you're new, please subscribe, and everybody like the video if you resonate, and leave a comment, because I love reading them and replying. Alright, let's see what the general energy is happening today. So I'm a little bit late today. I just felt like sleeping in today. Alrighty. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Two of Wands. Ace of Wands is obviously giving me this beginning, like a beginning and a new cycle of strength and just like very much energy, very yeah, definitely like strength, like being very energetic and wanting to move and do things and have fun. And I just feel like it's a good feeling. And the Knight of Wands gives me adventure, very adventurous, like almost like wanting to have fun, you know? So I really, that's what I'm getting from that. Very much like a new beginning. We do have this one here, and it's weird. Like, I'm actually getting that there might be an invitation to a gathering of some sort, because of the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups. It just gives me the vibes of that, you know? So it's very interesting. It seems like this self-development right now is very much focused around being social and going out of your home and going away and just like basically just like enjoying life to the fullest. That's what I get from this one. Let's get more cards because I wanna see. It's all good. Wow, imagine if this was the reading today and no more cards came out. No, I'm pretty sure there was going to be more cards coming out. Oh yeah, I knew it. Alright, so what do we have here? We have the Five of Cups, which gives me an idea of like, maybe there's some thoughts of something in the past, like something that you've just let go of maybe, or something that you walked away from or thinking about walking away from. It does seem like it's like already like the vibe of like it's already gone, and I feel like it's there, and I just feel like it's still there, but it's like gone, you know? But like there's a little bit of feeling of like sadness, and I feel like maybe this is why this new beginning is happening and like stuff, and you're doing these things because you want to feel the joy in your life again, as we have the Sun next. You know, just fulfillment and happiness. So the sense of like going out, moving, adventure, hanging out with like a group of people or just even like friends and stuff and like having a good time, celebration of life. I really do think that like this feeling is going to be still there. It's like a sad kind of like heavy feeling. But I feel like what's happening here is that healing's going on. The Sun gives me healing. And I think this is how the healing's happening. We have judgment. So judgment really just gives me where the universe is like judging you a lot of the time. Excuse me. So I feel like this is a lesson. There's a lesson to be learned here. The judgment card is really giving the vibe of like, you know, you're being judged by the universe for this and like all the things that you're doing. And like, I feel like the healing's happening. So like, it's kind of beautiful, actually. I did a reading just before. It's very similar. The next card is the Knight of Wands. So that's definitely like there's a lot of wands here. I'm really getting there's four wands here. I don't know. There's just a lot. One, 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 one. One. That's what I'm saying. But the King of Wands definitely gives me that, like, you know, you're definitely in your energy. You are very powerful. It's very much like infinite, you know, like this infinite feeling, like the energy is being abundant like the sun, so it's like an infinite energy, so it's almost like you just have this energy all the time. interesting. So it's very like proud and strong. Strong's the feeling I'm getting, but it's proud, like not ego, but it's just like proud and like very much like in that energy of being happy, knowing. The next card here is the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles gives me a vibe of gathering. There's gathering. There's help. Like there's going to be like working together. So I feel like there is going to be people. There's two cards here that give me the vibe of there is going to be people around, and you're going to be traveling. So going out and about, or just like, I don't know, just like traveling and going and seeing family or something. Or I'm not really getting there, but like I get the vibe that it's just like any kind of travel to go and be social. I think you're gonna find like good opportunities from doing that. The next card is the Seven of Pentacles, which gives me like, hard work. That's pretty much what this one is. Hard work, determination, like a high standard. That's what I'm getting. You work hard and then you rest when your work is done. That kind of vibe, like you're really putting in the effort. The next card here is giving me, there's definitely someone coming in. Like there's someone or people coming in, and it's going to be very happy. And it's going to be very happy. This card is one of the happier cards for me. It's going to be a surprise. And, that kind of vibe where, like, I say it a lot in my readings, you're just not going to expect it. It's going to be one of those things where you're like, why are you being so nice to me? That actually, to be honest, that happened to me the other day. Where it was like, this person, I've known them for a while, and all of a sudden they're just like being so nice and stuff. I was like, why are you being so nice to me? And it's that vibe, it's like just out of the blue, like, they just have a sudden urge to like being really nice, or like just help you or do something out of the blue. A random act of kindness. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's definitely opportunities. That's kind of what I got before. There's going to be opportunities from this kind of vibe of situation. So I feel like if you were asked to go and have a coffee with someone, or I don't know, I just feel like this is kind of like the vibe. It's really showing that like this is the time, some good energy going on, and the universe is judging you for this. So I feel like if you don't do this, maybe I'll verify or clarify what happens if you don't follow this line, because obviously fate is a thing, but we have free will, so these things can be changed. We have the Ace of Pentacles, it's the last one. So I feel like it leads to like a good outcome, a beginning of something really new and abundant. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be like, really does give me the vibe of like something to do with, it's the Pentacles. So it's something to do with your career or finances. I really think that you're going to be invited to something, or there's going to be opportunities. The Wheel of Fortune's there, judgment. I feel like that's the universe being like, you need to do this. So, yeah, let's just move on. This is kind of cool. This is so different. I love this. If you let me know if you love it too. Let's move on to this next one. It knows what I want to clarify, obviously. So I just want to clarify what happens if you don't do it. Probably just like pain and suffering. A little bit of, I don't know if that's humorous or not, but probably right. Yeah, it'll be like hard. It'll be like a hardship. That's what I kind of get from the Five of Swords here in this deck. Is kind of like, you're like kind of suffering, but you're kind of just like slowly walking through everything. You're kind of getting through it very slowly though. And then the Knight of Wands gives me that strength. Like there is strength here, like going through the darkness. That's what I get from this one. I really do read it from like energy, how I feel it, and also by the pictures and things. If you wanted to know. So yeah, it just seems like it'll be kind of painful, like, heavy, like the world's on your shoulders. but you have strength, so I feel like you have the strength either way. Wow, there was so many. I'll go with it. These ones were first. So we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is back up there. So yeah, it's the Devil. Oh, okay. The Ace of Cups. The need. Yeah, there's going to be like a need. It does seem like there are going to be new beginnings, right? Because it's going to be new beginnings of strength and a new beginning of like materialism in a way. And there's going to be a need for that. So that's so interesting. Like, it's blowing my mind, actually. Like, if this path here, like, this is the path, like, in a way, like, this is self-development path. And then this is the choice that if you don't choose to do it, it's just so interesting to me. Yeah, so the devil obviously gives me, like, materialism and greed and just, like, want and need for something. And then the Ace of Cups is like that new, like, filling the need in the cup. So it's interesting, like, that new cycle of that cup is different. And also that wand up there, you get that new strength, right? But you get a new strength for something different. Instead of adventure, you get a strength for oppression and the need for something like addiction or something like that. And then obviously here, this is where I get the need from too, which is poverty and need. I also get that, like, it's very, like, someone's being generous in that card too. So, like, there's a need, but, like, I feel like you're going to be fulfilled with that need. Kind of from that card. Seven of Wands. Yeah, so this one very much gives me, like, almost, like, repressed emotions a little bit. And, you know, like, knowing that maybe you're doing something wrong, but you're just going to do it anyway. And you've got the strength and you know that you could just do it anyway. Why do I feel like that? It's very interesting, very moon vibe, like very like persuaded by moon energy. Empress, we have the Empress, which is like just calm, very comfortable in this energy, interestingly enough. I feel like this is the cycle, right? Like, I feel like this is probably the normal cycle that might happen in general, one of them. And maybe this is like showing how to break the cycle. Yeah. I really do feel that and kind of see it. This is like the cycle, and there is the way to break the cycle, which I think is kind of like just being social and like getting out and about and like not staying in too much. And the universe really kind of wants you to do it because the judgment card, that's what I really get from that one. And like, you know, it brings new abundance, which is really amazing. But like maybe just like not doing those things and having a little bit of fear over it and like allowing the anxiety to take over, which I know is the hardest thing ever. But it's just like, this really seems clear to me. Yeah, oh my god, the Ten of Swords. Wow. Pain and suffering. So it's very interesting. We do have abundance here though. So I think either way, there is going to be something like a lesson learned. Here is the lesson of like, what I get from this is like because the Ten of Swords is behind it, and I just get from this card that there is abundance, but there's a pain because you don't have the abundance. It's kind of what I'm getting from it. And then obviously there is a lot of direct action taken from this feeling and after this little thing, like, because, you know, the cycle, and then you want to like make a change. And I feel like the need for abundance, or like, you know, the need for changing the mindset of lack to abundance and stuff like that. I feel like there is a direct change, like action in this path, and it will lead to maybe back to that. Like, you know, like you never know. But I think this is absolutely wonderful. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to carry on and we're going to do some more cards. If you are resonating, please hit the like button. And if you're new, subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you think. I am just going to clarify something. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. I don't need any other cards. It's the Ace of Swords. So the thought that I was having when I got that card out was kind of like what is like the lesson from choosing the path that is going to be the harder one, and it is like the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords really gives me this newfound strength, like this newfound strength, like you're stronger than ever before, and it's just like abundant strength. So I think either way, there comes some stuff. I am going to put that back in the deck, and I want to just clarify the first reading that I did down here. And I want to do the same kind of thing to that one. Like what is the outcome-ish like energy from that path? This is very interesting. I've never done this before. I don't. Why are there paths? Why? I'm so. Yeah, so the top path is going to lead to like true self-development. Holy moly. The Three of Pentacles, which really gives me self-development. So I've realized that these cards are just so good for self-development. And the visuals. So this one here really shows that you're working like on the internal, like the person that you are, and like being the best person and stuff. And I feel like that top one, we're verifying what happens. You transform. And down here, the Four of Pentacles, which is giving me like that transformation. Like it's meditation and like, yeah, you're like manifesting things. And I feel like it comes to that thing where you can manifest really easily. And like, yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. It's very much self-development. And this bottom one here gives you new strength, right? Like that is also self-development. But I feel like this here is more abundant self-development. Like doing maybe the harder thing, because maybe it's easy to do this pain and suffering and going through this and like just putting up with it and like coping, right? And doing this social exercise maybe, or doing something like that and going out of your comfort zone, that could seriously be harder than this bottom one. So I feel like that's why I see that this top one, the main reading, really leads to like proper self-development and growth and exponential growth. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, so I'm going to just get some messages from the Egyptian Oracle today. Feel like it might be good. It's going to be very blunt and straightforward and honest. Let's get a card for each reading. So the first card will be for the first path. So interesting. The first path. All right. The first path is meditation. Nefertiti. So I guess meditation. That's very straightforward. That's very clear. 20 minutes a day meditation. That's what I do. I do it first thing when I wake up, and I get up earlier than I normally would to do it. All right, let's get a card to give a message for this bottom one, the path of the pain and stuff. But like also it's a cycle, but it still comes out like doing good stuff, I think. It is so big. Union and power. Whoa, okay. Coming together forms power. This seems like this bottom one might have something to do with a person. Like going back to old patterns and stuff. Sobek, by the way. Sobek, union and power. I'll show it again. So it's almost like this, yeah, like the devil card. I feel like this is definitely the bottom one is like almost like going back to an old situation and like kind of going back into it, but like very quickly realizing that it's like you need to directly get yourself out of it again because it's taking away from you and it's causing this need and things. And I get from union and power, like a power imbalance, because there is a union going on and there is power on each side. So I feel like I'm not going to get into power and dynamics in relationships, but I do know about that stuff because, experiences, whatever. But that's what it's giving me. Like, that's the message that I get, is that this situation is imbalanced and this situation up here is very balanced and good for you. Okay, let's get a daily affirmation. Feel free to comment this in the comments if you get to this point. All right, let's see what we can get for today. And we'll just do one for the whole reading. The main focus of this reading. Ta-da! It's magic. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. I deserve success and have the drive and ability to achieve it. This one's definitely career focused today, okay? That's what I'm getting, career focused, like self-development and career and like moving forward and like being very fruitful in that endeavor. I don't think I've ever done a career reading before, and it just came out. So like, that's really sick. I love it. I think I just adore doing tarot. Okay, let's do two more. Okay, we'll do Gaia. Gaia makes me cry. Okay. I'm sorry I had to post another video where I cried, but like, I guess I'm not sorry because, I watched that back and I was like, holy moly. I started crying again, okay? We've got apprehension again. It's very much like the last one. I don't know. You tell me how this card can come out first again, like in the last reading, the one where it made me cry. We have loss, which is grief, sadness, and resurrection. And apprehension is moving out into the world, doubt and fear. That's exactly what I was feeling before. There is an Egyptian card in here. That's... what? How did that get there? Resourcefulness. That's from the other reading yesterday. Hey! Okay. Moonlight Goddess. It's the same cards, and I'm not going to cry this time. Repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. Alright, let's do one more like we normally do. Seems so profound. I'll probably watch this back later, and I'll probably understand. I'll probably get it more. Be like, It's funny. Attachment. Letting go, restriction, and fear. I want to do one more because it's getting to me. So epic. Boom. So similar to yesterday. Okay, so we have apprehension, like moving out into the world. That's that agoraphobia. Like just feeling like you don't want to go out, like, maybe introversion, introverted kind of feeling. I'm a fake introvert, okay? I was for a long time because I realized that I'm like a Leo and I'm really not that introverted, but I am because of my upbringing and stuff. So I call it fake introversion because my true self is not introverted. But I've learned that through like astrology and like all this different knowledge and stuff. And I've come to realize that I need to be more outgoing. So I think I'm just trying to pour more into this. And it really gives me this vibe of like what I've already kind of done for myself, which is really overcome the fear of walking out my front door and just going for a walk or doing something, or I'll go to the arcade or go sit somewhere. I'm one of those dudes that sits by myself at a restaurant and eats by myself because for some reason it's just liberating. And as many people stare at you doing those things, you're doing it by yourself and you're not lonely, you're not in solitude, you're actually enjoying, and you take like you're looking at the world in a new way, and it's more beautiful, and you seem to walk around and smile a lot more. So it's really what I'm getting from that, and I feel like I need to pour more into it. We have loss, which I get that I'm getting that like maybe there's a lot of loss happening at the moment. That's what I get from this. Like I've heard a lot of stuff, like one of my friends passed away like last week, and so it's extremely sad. So I think a lot of that's happening at the moment, whether it's losing friends in the physical or even like to that, like, and I think it is hard for a lot of people. And grief can be hard. But I feel like obviously grief and sadness leads to resurrection and you like rise again like from the ashes like a phoenix and you're stronger than ever. So I really just want to be positive about that. I don't think it's necessarily all just that, but it's definitely like loss. I feel like there's been a lot of relationships that have ended and things, maybe soulmate connections or even twin flame connections that people thought were like those things, maybe. And I feel like a lot of pain is happening at the moment through relationships. So we do have Moonlight Goddess, which is the next one. And that says repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. So that gives me a vibe of obviously like those emotions that have been repressed and like the pain and stuff, because like that's all part of the human mind and it's like all stuff that is so hard to control. And over time, you can develop to be better at those things and still show compassion and empathy and things, but like not lose control. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm not offending anyone. I really hope I'm not. But that, like, those things are being brought to the surface. There is healing being done, and you're reflecting on those things. You're really sitting in that emotion and, like, feeling the things, and you're, like, letting it go through you, and you're letting it go, and you're healing yourself. So, what I get from all of this is that this top reading here of going out, being social, like, taking an opportunity, take a chance, there's going to be, like, happy surprises happening and stuff. So it just seems so wonderful, and I feel like that's the healing. You'll get a lot of healing from doing that. Attachment. So letting go, restriction, and fear. So letting go of the attachment of maybe, I don't like saying it. I don't want to say go out and be unsafe, because I know the world's unsafe, right? Like there's a lot of bad things happening. So I feel like in this sense, letting go is more like, like go do something that is going to be good and like you're going to be okay doing those things. Like, and what I'm getting from here, obviously there's like there's a grouping vibe. So I feel like this is like do something in a group with people, like 3 people, 2 or 3 people, even just one other person. And I feel like that's how you can develop like actually letting go of those fears and the restrictions of like doing things by yourself, because then you can start feel more confident and like, you can hold your head up and be confident and walk down the street and like, like know that nothing's going to happen to you. Manifestation, right? And sure, you can manifest bad things too. So if you have fear, I really think fear drives like a negative manifestation. Where's this coming from? Okay. Rising above is the last one, and that's clarity, freedom, and solution. So really from all of this, I feel like it does give a vibe of like all of these things are going to be dealt with, and you're going to be like a dove. It's so pretty. I love the color of it. There's a solution. You're going to feel so free and clear. And I love that. That's beautiful. Okay. It is now time for our Amazon card. She's doing so bad today. That must be it. I know what. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to go there. I don't want to go there, but I have to go there, okay? I'm not crying. But like Usko Aya and Sumak Nusta. Nusta. Angels of the Sacred Union. Is this where like a true soulmate's coming in? And this is like what's happening? I don't want to make this a soulmate reading. But if the cards say it, and they said it before, like I get soulmate from that card up there. The Sun. Judgment. I really am. I do. Yeah, and there's like, there's help. There's like help. Oh my God. Okay, I kind of get the vibe that this is a true soulmate coming in, like the real deal. And I don't like saying that. I really have been apprehensive to even mention that in this reading today. So if you got to this point, holy moly. Oh my god. Okay, let's read this one. But I said that I'd be genuine as heck. So this is genuine. There is someone, there's a connection coming in, and it is sacred. It is a soulmate connection, a true one. It's not karmic, it's not twin flame, any of that stuff. It's literally a connection that's going to be above everything else, except God. Okay? Where's my book? Where is my book? I need to read it. It's number 33. I just realized. Spam number 33 in the comments. Oh my god. You don't have to, but like... That's the number, right? The pinnacle number. It's got a quote about Jesus. Jesus replied, when you make the two one, and when you make the inner and the outer is the inner, and the above is the below, and when you make the male and the female into a single one, so that the male will not be male, and the female will not be female, then shall you enter the kingdom. That screams balance too. Like, I feel like it's... Oh, it's the Gospel of Thomas 22. Wow, I'm really having a profound moment. I hope you guys don't mind. I get that, like, there is a sacred union coming in, and I feel like you're in sacred union now. Like, I didn't know, like, that. Now I'm reading that. It's like, I get sacred union, and I get soulmate, and I feel like that only happens, right? Your soulmate only comes in when you're balanced and when you're, like, almost, like, enlightened and, like, illuminated or whatever. Having a moment. Okay. Here stand Usko Aya and Sumak Nusta. Their names in Quechua mean spiritual prince and beautiful princess, respectively. Behind them is the celestial Kuokincha, which means golden temple in Quechua. Wow. They represent the spiritual alchemy of what we call the sacred union, or Hieros Gamos. They belong to the divine order of the virtues. Usku Aya embodies the sacred masculine principle, and Samak Nista embodies the sacred feminine principle. Historically, the sacred union has been regarded as sacramental ritual marriage between a king and queen, or god and goddess. Its very essence is the union between two souls. It's what I felt. It is what I thought. It is what was in my head the whole time through this reading. This is straight up. It says twin flame in the answer, and it says counterpart soul. It's a soulmate, right? I'm losing it. I'm carry on reading. Okay. This union, I feel so, like, passionate right now. Like, there's so much passion flowing through me. Okay. This union is the soul's life quest to find its counterpart soul or twin flame, to reunite, and within this love become as one. The text of the Kabbalah and the Zohar, the sources of the metaphysical, and this has to be my favorite card. Alchemical teachings of Judaism have profoundly influenced Western mystical thought. They describe how God has both male and female elements. The male element was called El, and the female aspect Ashira. This description is perhaps an echo of when the biblical God did have a consort, Asherah, a mother goddess who was worshipped alongside him in ancient Israel. This relationship between equals of the masculine and the feminine was sundered and is eradicated in the extremist religious reforms of King Josiah in the 6th century BCE, which resulted in the purely patriarchal religions with priests but no priestesses that we have today. Heros Gamos in the essence is similar to that of Shiva and Shakti. I hope I'm saying those words right. They are primal manifestations of one divine consciousness separated into masculine and feminine duality. A duality that came into being at the time of creation. The great quest is for both of these principles or aspects of the divine to enter into the sublime cosmic dance of life, known as Leela, and eventually reunited and become one. Shiva and Shakti, El and Ashira, the sun and the moon, the in-breath and the out-breath, these aspects equal and complementary, sovereign yet independent, exist within each of us. The Tao show us that this in the symbol of yin and yang, where the female and male energies dynamically embrace each other to form a circle. The circle is the universal expression of perfect unity. Oh, this is so beautiful. You could say that the ultimate aspiration of the sacred union is samadhi, the state of bliss when the I and the other are no longer two separate beings, but each merge, the one with the other and the other with the one. We live in a time where there is much more awareness and nuance regarding gender fluidity and the broad spectrum of sexuality. The concept of Heros Gamos is transcendent to these. It is an expression of the mutual attraction, the desire of soul to be complete with the opposite half. This concept is unrelated to a person's gender identity or sexual orientation. Usku Aya and Sama Nusta are the embodiment of the Heros Gamos, and they are here to guide you on this path of union. I apologize, this goes so long, but like this is so, I needed to read the whole thing, okay? I hope I don't get copyrighted, like seriously, I'll shout out the creator. If you want this book, it's by Howard G. Channing, and it's called The Amazonian Angel Oracle. It's amazing, honestly. I recommend it, and I don't really recommend anything. The meaning of this card, I just read like, I just read like the beginning bit from like the beginning, and it's only just like some information, but then there's the meaning of it. So I feel like the meaning is going to give us like some stuff. If I was to read these, okay, I'll read the reflection, and if we ever get this card again, I'll read the other part of it, because there is a lot of reading. We're nearly at 40 minutes to be the longest reading I ever did. Okay, thoughts and reflection for this card. Here at this place, you are indeed in the process of transcending boundaries that have the potential to open new horizons for you. That's exactly what they were saying there. Like, breaking free, and like, this is beautiful. This is the coolest reading ever. You're on the path to meet your twin flame as you continue your personal spiritual development. Wait, what? It's not a soulmate? I guess it's a soul connection, so it could be soulmate. Like, soulmate and twin flame, kind of like, I feel like it's intertwined. It's the same thing. Weirdly, I feel like that's what it is for me. Yeah, so it says you're on your path to meet your twin flame as you continue your personal spiritual development. It says it's the best to have no preconceptions or expectations. This is a deep soul connection and a heart communication. It is as if you and your twin flame share the same consciousness, a body, a mind, a soul connection that goes beyond time. Call upon Usko, Aya, and Samagnusta to aid you in this inner and outer quest. Okay, so you can call on these angels to guide you in this. I'm so impressed by this reading, not by me, okay? There's no impression by me. I'm so impressed what this is giving me and everyone. I will get better in time at like talking and things, so bear with me over time. I will get better. Anyways, that's that reading today. If you resonated and you like this reading, thanks so much. If you got to the end here, let me know. It's amazing, honestly. I love you pretty much if you do, because Well, I guess if you get to the end, then this must be a good reading. I'll see you in another one, and I'll probably be back tomorrow morning with my normal time. All right. Ciao. See you next time. Bye bye.